Update.
Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to NBC News Daily. I'm Maya Holloway with your Midday Ark-La-Miss update. Starting off with some local news, Mayor Friday Ellis of the city of Monroe chose Captain Daniel Overturf as the appointed candidate to become fire chief of the Monroe Fire Department. City council members have rejected the appointment. Mayor Ellis released a statement following the rejection, saying, in part, quote, "3 city council members have once again chosen personal politics over their sworn duty, rejecting our second administration department head appointment. Captain Overturf has the overwhelming support of the fire department, as evidenced by internal anonymous vote of confidence in which he earned 85% of the vote. Their decision jeopardizes the safety of our entire community, our homes, small businesses, churches, nursing homes, schools, and more. The overwhelming majority of Monroe values progress over petty politics," end quote. And moving into a crime alert, a Calhoun man has been arrested after allegedly sexually assaulting a woman in her home. 36-year-old Matthew Judd is charged with third-degree rape. Judd allegedly made repeated unwanted advances towards the victim. She claims she told him no and got up to get away from him. Judd assaulted her in the kitchen until she began to cry. Judd is being held in the Ouachita Correctional Center without bond. Moving on to some Louisiana news, on December 7th, Louisiana voters will get to decide on 4 constitutional amendments. Capitol reporter Shannon Hecht sat down with PAR Louisiana to help break down the arguments for each one. Here are the arguments on Amendments 2 and 3.
Aim to slow down the budgetary process in the Louisiana legislature. This comes after the 2023 regular session ended in shouting and confusion after the operating budget came out of a closed-door conference with hefty changes and only moments to pass it before the clock ran out, triggering a special session to pass a budget. Amendment 2 would require 48 hours between a conference committee report being released and any official votes.
You have to wait 48 hours to vote on a budget bill. You have to have the amendments and a summary document that's telling you what's going on. So both of those things have to happen, for the 48-hour clock to even start.
Amendment 3 is similar in that it would allow the legislature to extend the regular session in increments of 2 days, up to 6 days, to allow for time to review the budget bills before voting. Right now, if the budget is not passed by 6 p.m. on the final day, a special session must be called. Those for this amendment say it would be a cost savings to not call the additional session.
And while these are both spiritually, I think, linked, they are not legally linked. So 2 can pass, and 3 can fail, and vice versa, and it doesn't affect the other one.
Those against the amendments believe that the legislature should prioritize their time better to naturally have the time to review the budget bills within the 60 or 45 days of session.
For both of them, it's a very similar argument. It's like, well, the legislatures ought to get their business done in the time allotted.
One can pass without the other. Election day is December 7th. For your local election headquarters, I'm Shannon Hecht.
And now, exclusive Storm Tracker Doppler weather with meteorologist Chase Ward.
Clouds will continue to increase that much this afternoon. Winds will stay breezy out of the south, allowing for some warm, moist air to keep flowing in as we reach well above average into these lower 70s for our daytime high temperatures. Now, by around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, as we go into the Thanksgiving holiday, we're expecting the chance for some late patchy showers for tonight, and this will linger into the morning hours of Thanksgiving. 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, expect some slight patchy stuff as the front continues to pass through, and we will also see maybe some stuff linger around lunchtime, but most of it should be on out of here by the time you're laying out the turkey or ham on the table for the Thanksgiving dinner later on Thursday evening, and we are expecting skies to clear late Thursday night going into Friday with a big cool down expected as we head into the weekend. Betting a low about 50 degrees for tonight with those patchy showers. Tomorrow morning we will see some more leftover stuff still, probably even through lunchtime, and we're also going to notice temperatures on Thanksgiving Day kind of start falling as well as we hold out just in the upper 50s and then mid 50s over the weekend, with our lows falling to the mid and lower 30s. Could possibly start seeing some upper 20s in Arkansas by Sunday night. Through next week, temperatures still on the cooler side in the mid 50s, lows lower 30s. Clouds increase starting on Monday through at least next Tuesday, and not looking to see much of any big warm up through early next week. Rain chance to stay minimum at least through next Wednesday.
All right, well, that's it for your midday update. Be sure to keep that rain jacket handy for tomorrow's holiday. We hope you have a great Thanksgiving. NBC News Daily continues. Have a great day.
When you see news happening, call the NBC 10 Fox 14 News Hotline, 81